on to the last part of our integer application. We've learned to add, we've learned subtraction. Now we're going to do multiply and dividing. So multiply and dividing, we use real life application with averages. And you have to know how to add, you have to know how to subtract, and you have to know how to multiply and divide in order to calculate averages. So that is our learning target. Simple. Multiplying and dividing is such a nice little brain break. All you have to decide is if it's going to be positive or negative. So if it's the same sign, it's positive. If they're different, it's negative. It's the same application as adding integers, where if they're the same, it's positive, you think plus. If they're different, it's negative, you think minus, okay? The only thing that stinks with multiplying and dividing is now having to decipher, when you have something like this, kids are going to want to say 7 because I have 2 negatives. That only happens with multiplying and dividing. Okay, you can't cancel out negatives like this when you add. All right, so let's do it. Examples, 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. They're the same, so it stays positive.
Wait, so the next one would be positive.
It sure would. Negative 10 times negative 3. So I always multiply the absolute values of it and then determine the sign. So 10 times 3 is 30. They're the same, so it's positive. Okay, brain's getting a workout today. Negative 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. They're different signs, so it's negative. Okay, and the next one, 11 times negative 5. 11 times 5 is 55. They're different, so it's negative. Woo. Yes, we're doing good. Woo, more examples with division. Okay, sidebar conversation should be done. 20 divided by 5, well, 20 divided by 5 is 4, and they're the same sign, so it's positive. Negative 45 divided by negative 9. Again, I'm going 45 divided by 9 is 5. They're both negative, so it's a positive 5. Negative 33 divided by 3. 33 divided by 3 is 11. Are they the same or different? Different means it should be negative. 64 divided by negative 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8. Are they the same or different? So negative. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the others. I can do this. 8. Okay, now at least we got fraction in here. Yay! We get something a little bit more challenging. Anytime I see a whole number with a fraction, I always turn my whole number to a fraction. If you're going to deal with fractions, you make them both fractions. It's much easier. So I have 3 over 1 divided by negative 3/7. If you recall division, you go the first fraction times the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay. And then you cross simplify. Top times top, 1 times 7 is 7, over bottom times bottom. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. This turned into a negative 1 here. Now this just turns into negative 7. Okay. So the key concept here is identifying if they're positive or negative. Same sign means they're positive, different means negative. Now we're going to apply it utilizing average, the mean. This is mean. We're not going to do median with it. We're only doing mean. So the first thing you're gonna do is find the sum of the integers you have. Find the sum. And then divide by how many there
I
are.
remember this one, third grade.
Well, the difference is there's integers involved too. Alright, let's find the average of the following data set. -3, 5, -5, 9, and 4. So this is where I utilize the concept of grouping at first. So I have -8s, 8 negatives. How many positives do I have? 14 plus 4 is 18. Now, they're different, so I subtract them. 18 minus 8 is just 10, and it's a positive 10. So that's my sum. And then my average then is going to be 10 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my average of this data set is 2.